Find out ways you can do well this exam season.
And are students causing an uproar about certain visitors on campus?
Find out that and more on WeTV.
Starting right now. Welcome to the 4th episode of WeTV.
That's Western Entertainment Television. I'm Jenna Gonzalez.
And I'm John Carroll. Once a year, WMU students get a chance to tour the world without ever even having to leave the Bernhard Center. The 24th International Festival took place this year on March 24th, and YBOT was there to capture the culture.
In other news, if you have a regular routine of passing the WMU flagpoles Thursday afternoons, you may be a little puzzled or even frustrated by certain protesting guests. Well, the leading man is Brother Dean. He and other religious protesters like him have been making weekly trips to Western and preaching some controversial things to students on campus.
Yeah, I just know about campus. There's a lot of sinners on this campus.
No, there's a lot of people, really good people.
But there's sinners.
No.
And as you can see, last week things began to heat up as students and even employees began to backlash. Dr. Christine Idarosa told us the protesters have been coming almost every day and are legally allowed on campus because of freedom of speech, although she questions if the protest should be considered hate speech.
And they've been drowning them out. They've been like chasing them away. And then when I complain to public safety, they'll say, well, they all have a right to be here, so they can't say anything. But I'm like, to me, that's wrong because I feel like it's infringing on student rights. People pay a lot of money to go here, and they have a lesson to learn, and this should not. I think there's a limit.
Students also feel that these outsiders coming on campus bringing such negativity does not exemplify the atmosphere at WMU.
He doesn't even go here, so the fact that he's trying to speak for people he's not a part of is absurd. This is not Western.
I know that these people are protected under the First Amendment, but I just hope that this doesn't have any effect on any incoming students.
I hope not either, because, you know, tours go right by the flagpoles and stuff, so I know they've had to make alternate routes, but, you know, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I just hope that even through all of this, we still have that positivity in the WMU spirit in academia.
That's right.
Speaking of which, do you need help studying for exams? Well, when we return, we'll give you some study tips and campus resources that you might not know about. We'll be right back. Welcome back! Final exam week is quickly approaching, and we have some tips that may put you at ease. Follow YBOT reporter Travion Thomas with the story.
Hi, I'm Travion Thomas, and I'm inside of Ellsworth Hall to get tips for students on how to study more efficiently.
I'm Brianna. I'm a second semester sophomore. And some tips that have helped for me for studying for exams is make a little study schedule for yourself, especially if you have multiple exams coming up. So that's really helpful. If you can put information on note cards, do it, because it's really good for reviewing and for retaining information. And just don't wait till the last minute.
My name's Abby Walbrook and I am a senior. With finals soon approaching, it's better to start studying sooner rather than later. A good way of doing this is by reading the assigned chapters and taking your own notes along with the notes from your in-class time. It's a good way to read and repetition.
My name is Josh Bench. I'm the Alpha Program Advisor here at Western Michigan University. The worst thing that students do is they just try to study. Like, oh, okay, I'll fit in some study hours eventually. What happens is all of a sudden, you know, it's the end of the night and you've got something else you want to do and you've got to choose between that and studying.
These are all good seminars that can contribute to college student success. I'm Travion Thomas, reporting for WeTV.
Last weekend was the 12th annual Francophone Film Festival. The festival took place in the Little Theater. The event showcased several international films. The goal was not only to entertain, but to allow audiences to experience diverse cultures who choose to express themselves in French. Fortunately, the event had a large turnout. This past Wednesday, Alpha Chi Omega held their first spring philanthropy event, raising over $460 for the kids' dinner. Here's YBOT's Kayla Morgan with more on the story.
WMU's Alpha Chi Omega Gamma Z chapter recently had their first spring philanthropy event, For the Kids' Dinner. At this event, Alpha Chi Omega wanted to spread the awareness of domestic violence while raising money to donate to the YWCA of Kalamazoo Advocate Center. The For the Kids' Dinner was a buffet-style meal of childhood favorites ranging from dinosaur chicken nuggets to dirt cups, only $5 a person. I had the opportunity to speak with Colleen Sullivan, Alpha Chi Omega's VP of Philanthropy.
All the money that's going towards it will be donated to the YWCA of Kalamazoo, which is a women and children's advocate center for people who are fleeing domestic violence. So it's going towards children because not only is the focus just on the women who have been abused, but their children are affected as well. So I figured, hey, why not throw a kids' dinner in light of them rather than just the females doing it.
To learn more about the YWCA of Kalamazoo Advocate Center, please visit www.ywca.org.
Well, we had to take a quick break. Check out our first feature artist with music by Totally Rad.
I remember the first time I saw you in front of me at the popsicle stand. You ordered the Ninja Turtle with the little gumball eyes. That's how I knew I gotta talk to you. That's how I knew I need to talk to you.
Now here's sports anchor Ashley Dirthig. Ashley, what's new with sports?
The baseball team beat the Bowling Green State University Falcons last week with a score of 13-6, starting off Game 1 of the Mid-America Conference on a good note. Western Michigan is now 5-15 on a season and 1-0 in conference play. The teams are still continuing to play in the conference. The men's basketball team played North Dakota State, winning in overtime 72-71 and taking the first win of the College Basketball Invitational. They now stand 21-12 in the season and will be moved to the next round of the tournament where they played Wyoming. Coach Fleck's first practice as head coach for the football team was a success and provided a lot of hope for the upcoming season. As he led the team through practice, he stated after that the ball is the most important thing in this game and it will be our duty to protect the ball. 3 Western Michigan hockey players were honored at the Central Collegiate Hockey Association Awards show Friday night. Brett Beebe, Danny DeKaiser, and Dane Walters. DeKaiser became the first Bronco in history to win the CCHA's Defense Award for the second time in his career, and Beebe is the first Bronco ever to win the Ilshik Humanitarian Award. Walters is only the second member of the Brown and Gold to ever be named the CCHA's Best Defensive Forward. The Western's men's tennis team defeated the Kalamazoo College Hornets and the Ferris State Bulldogs 7-0. They now have an improved season of 12-7. On Friday, it was announced that freshman all-arounder Kayla Weber was named first team All-Mid-American Conference for the gymnastics regular season. She holds a Western Michigan record for an all-around with 39.3 in her second collegiate meet and was twice named MAC Gymnast of the Week. She also totaled the third highest all-around score in school history with a 39.175. That's it for your sports. I'm Ashley Dirthik. Back to you, John on John.
Homecoming, spring break, St. Patrick's Day, all days known for excessive college drinking. How is binge drinking affecting students and their health? Follow along as YBOT reporter Julene Winborn explains.
Hey guys, I'm Julene reporting for Western Entertainment Television. Now, student drinking is a topic that most of us are quite familiar with. However, how informed are we really? Follow me as we share some important information that you may have forgotten about or simply never knew. For all you legal students, next time you reach for a drink, pause and learn the facts. Student drinking is something often discussed. However, WeTV wanted to dig a little deeper on the subject. Deputy Police Chief Blaine Califoot was happy to share his knowledge on the topic.
Well, there is a new law in Michigan, first of all, which I think is important, which is called medical amnesty. I'm not trying to endorse that you should drink and then ask for help if you drink too much. Certainly, if you're underage, you shouldn't be consuming alcohol. But if the situation presents itself where you have had too much to drink, and either you or a friend that you're with has had too much to drink and they need medical attention, a new law in Michigan has been enacted where you can call the police department or an ambulance and they'll be transported for medical care. So the goal is that they don't die of alcohol poisoning or get themselves in a situation because of too much alcohol consumption, or they could physically hurt themselves. So they are immune, if you will, from getting a citation if they present themselves to the police officer or a friend of them calls. They will not get a ticket.
Students also commented on the matter.
I would like to see it improve. I see a lot of awareness, promotion going on by the students, which is good, but you can always get better.
Right on campus at the Syracuse Health Center, there is alcohol awareness prevention provided for all students who are interested. Well, I hope you learned a little more about alcohol prevention on campus. I'm Julene Winborn reporting for Western Entertainment Television. Back to you.
A group of WMU students are working towards running a student-led sustainable cafe on campus. They call themselves the Campus Beat and serve lunch on Wednesdays in the basement of the Wesley Foundation. Up next, we have some of the RSO members with the delicious details.
Yeah, we serve soup, a treat, and bread every Wednesday at from 11:30 to 1:30. It's just $3, and we try to make sure the meals are healthy with a focus on as much local and organic food as possible. And we get almost all of our ingredients from the food co-op, and we're trying more to work with local farmers to get food directly from them. But additionally, we grow food at a garden that we have that's just about a mile off of campus, and occasionally we've gotten food from the greenhouses on campus. So some of the food is actually coming directly from campus.
People have been trying to do this for several years. Ash Norton was doing a cafe down here. Some other people started emphasizing the local foods and did a few lunches, but no one did it too regularly. I want it to be a place for people to meet and learn about foods and see art and at a free space, and to buy local foods from other students.
Yeah, and we're always interested in more people, so anyone who's interested in cooking, in local food and environmental issues, in healthy food, it brings all of that together, and it's also kind of a sense of community together.
Western Michigan University's Army and Air Force ROTC programs are hosting its 4th annual 5K run and walk in order to raise awareness and funds in support of the Wounded Warrior Project. The event will be held Saturday, April 13th. The race begins at 9 o'clock a.m. and registration opens at 7 o'clock a.m. You can get a free t-shirt online for pre-registering at WMUWoundedWarrior.com by April 1st.
CAB will be throwing a fun spring concert. Neon Trees with Carmen and special guest 21 Pilots will be performing at Miller Auditorium April 9th at 8 p.m. Tickets are now on sale.
Also, stay tuned to WeTV the next few weeks as we keep you updated on the Moda Spring Fashion Show, happening on the 11th and 12th of April. Thanks for tuning in. I'm John Carroll.
And I'm Jenna Gonzalez, connecting you to WMU. See you next time.
I remember the first time I saw you in front of me at the popsicle stand. You ordered the